Hello everyone, thank you for letting me talk today. My name is Matthew Herman, and I am introducing our rock climber of the group. She's had 2+ years experience in rock climbing. She's also in the rock climbing club here. Today she's going to be talking to you about rock climbing safety using a helmet, and we all know she's really good when it comes to safety because she taught us how to tie a knot earlier on in the year. So please help me greet our fellow redhead of the class, Sidney Burleson, to talk to you about safety in rock climbing.
All right, thank you all for being here today, and thank you, Matt, for introducing me. You can't really see it, but the title of my presentation is How to Save a Life, and it's based off helmet safety involving climbing and just helmets in general. You can kind of see the picture there. So my main objectives of the presentation are just some general helmet safety rules and like a personal experience that I had where it's really changed my views on using helmets and it's really made me dedicated to make sure people are safe with it. So overall, how many of you have been told to wear helmets when you're riding bikes when you're a kid by your parents? And how many of you actually wear a helmet every time you ride a bike now? Right. So everyone knows that the brain is the most important organ of your body. You cannot live without it. Like, you can't get a brain transplant. You can get a heart transplant, but the brain's like, if you mess it up, it's gone. Like, that's it. So for rock climbing, it's dangerous. Like, you could fall, you could hurt your head. Rocks could fall on you, and they could hurt you. So it's safer to just wear a helmet. When I first started climbing, I don't have a rock climbing helmet personally. I'm looking into buying one. But I never really wore one when I first got started because I didn't think it was going to be that dangerous because it was always tied to a rope. But I always saw people wearing helmets, and I know it's a safer thing to do. And I went to North Carolina with some of my friends, and we were just doing like a normal day of climbing. And I'm belaying my friend Ross, and he's about like 25 feet up in the air. And he slips on some rocks, and like some rocks start to fall off the cliff. And he slides against the wall and like bangs his head on it. Luckily, he was wearing a helmet, but if he wasn't, I don't know what would have happened to him. Because I'm belaying him meanwhile, and after he falls, I get pulled about like 5 feet in the air, just because he fell and the rope pulled me up. And rocks fell, so I'm like holding my head with one hand, so like to protect myself, and like the rope with the other. And I look up, and he's just like dangling sideways, and there's just like a giant skid mark on the wall from where his helmet dragged across it. I yelled up to him, asked him if he was okay, and he was, luckily. And I lowered him down, and we were just really freaked out about that, because what would have happened if he wasn't wearing a helmet? Like, we were just very terrified of it. So ever since then, we've always worn helmets and like been safe about it. And every time we go out, we make sure like someone brings a helmet just so the climber is as safe as they possibly can be. And pretty much any time you do an activity where it's safer to wear a helmet, you should. Whitewater kayakers wear helmets because they could flip over and hit their heads on rocks. Rock climbers wear helmets because they could fall, hit their head. Biking, you should wear a helmet. It's the safer thing to do. Motorcycles, of course. Just pretty much any activity where there's a possible head collision involved, you probably should wear a helmet. I played soccer in high school, and my dad always told us that we should probably wear helmets because we headbutt the ball all the time, and I always argued with him, like, that's kind of stupid, like, no. But a lot of my friends got concussions from headbutting the ball in soccer. So maybe eventually that'll become a practice to wear a helmet with that, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I don't really want to wear a helmet when I play soccer, but let's see what else can I think about. This isn't actually a picture of me, that's my friend Natalie on the same trip. That's the helmet that got dragged across the wall, so it's probably a little scuffed up at this time. But it was a fun time, other than the one incident. It's kind of scary. Overall, I hope that I've encouraged you all to want to wear helmets when you do outdoor activities. If it requires a helmet, it's going to be dangerous. I know it's definitely changed my personal opinion on it. I always thought it was kind of like silly to wear a helmet. But I've really like changed, and I want to wear a helmet if I'm going to be doing something dangerous because I don't want to hurt myself or put myself in a situation where I'm going to hurt myself. Alright, that's all I got. Yes?
So You don't have a helmet right now?
I don't. I just borrow my friends. They're like $100, and I haven't wanted to buy one yet. But I will buy one eventually. It's on my list of things to
So
get.
you're saying to wear a helmet, but you don't have one. No, it's okay.
I use helmets. I just don't personally own one yet.
So you just like take turns going up, and then you just wear the helmet.
Yeah, you just switch. There's a group of people. Any other questions?